Hey guys, so lots going on here recently. I did hit a sale this morning before work. I spent 400 bucks. I think I'm gonna go ahead and start a band here. Tons of audio rack equipment, a lot of things I got to pull out and go through. So I'll pull those out once I get inside and kind of show you guys a little bit more there. But also bought a ton of cassette tapes, and I think I've got like maybe another bin or two. Yeah, I got some more. This big case back here. I don't even know what's in this guy, but so I got it's like four boxes of cassette tapes for 15 bucks total, which is just an amazing. It's an amazing deal, cassette tape wise. I haven't looked through all of it, but I mean, right here on the top, you know, we've got five Led Zeppelin cassettes. I mean, that's easily 15, easily. One Metallica in there, so we'll keep looking. Oh, hey, and I can give this to Tony. Tony, Alanis Morissette. Here you go. So yeah, so got a lot to go through here. Also picked up a bunch, or 20 vinyls that appear to all be Christian metal, basically. So we've got Striper and Petra, and I'm actually seeing some pretty decent comps on some of this stuff too. So still a lot to go through. So I'm gonna go through it, and I'll show you guys some of the highlights once I get through all of it. All right, hey guys, it is now Sunday. It is football Sunday. Go Browns! We got a big one against Arizona today. It'll be a tough one. Hopefully they can pull it out. So last time, I went to one sale on Friday before I went to work, and I showed you guys just a handful of, you know, kind of what was there. So I'm going to show you a little bit more of what all we've got. And I still have a ton I've got to go through. I've got to go through all of the music racks, so I'll show you those here in a minute. But I'm going to start with these cassette tapes. So I haven't counted all of them. She charged me 15 bucks for all the cassettes, which is just, for this number of cassettes, it's an amazing deal. And at that price, it kind of allows me to do this on the quick way, as opposed to really needing to go through and look all these up to see where the gems are. There's so many, and because the price was so good, I'm just not doing that. So I've got one lot already listed of 150, and I've got that listed as an auction, starting at 50 bucks. I got an offer right away of 100, but I'm going to let it ride and see how that auction does. And then I still have, I have all of these still here on the table to get into another lot. So I'll probably have at least two lots of 100 or more cassettes is what I'm thinking. And, you know, we'll see if there's anything that really stands out to me that I need to look up. I'll do that, but for the most part, I mean, there's a lot of decent stuff in here. And again, if I had spent a lot more money on them, I would take more time and go through them. I've got some Robert Palmer here. This Trickster, I'm not sure. I don't know who Trickster is. I have to look that one up. But yeah, there's a ton of stuff in here. And a couple of the other lots that I put up, I've got a Kiss lot of 16. I've got that listed at 75. I have a Guns N' Roses lot, just 2, but it's Use Your Illusion 1 and 2, which is classic records. I love those records. So I got those up. I think I have that up for 20. And then I've got a lot of 5 Led Zeppelins, I think 35 or so, but I'll throw them up there. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and get these cassettes out together, listed, and then I'll show you guys all of the musical equipment that we have. It's pretty cool stuff. Alright guys, so I got the tapes done. There was another 149, so I'll go ahead and get that lot out there. Then I've got about 20 or 30 of them that don't have cases, so I'll probably do those as a lot with no cases as well. I'm not really sure how that'll go, but I'm gonna give it a shot. But now let's get to the big stuff here. So this is where the money came from, or went into, I should say. So like I said, I spent $410 total at that sale. I spent $375 of it on all these pieces that you see here. So there are 20 different pieces. These are all rack type equipment for, you know, like music bands and whatnot. They put these in their racks, and it kind of goes with their whole audio setup. Some of these are probably for recording as well. Like this here is a Mackie 24 track hard disk recorder. So it's the HDR 2496. I've seen one comp, I think it was this, and maybe it was with this power supply, I'm not sure. And I believe it was like $300 to $400 or so, but I need to look all this stuff up. So I will look it up, and as I kind of talk through them, I'll throw the comps up there. So this is this is the Mackie power supply, and the cable for this guy, like, check this out. Like, this is one of the biggest cables I think I've ever seen. So yeah, Mackie, I think the DOD maybe, Digital Systems. So obviously got some research to do with some of these. Now the one thing about these is, obviously they're a little dusty. For the most part, they're not too bad. They're relatively clean for the most part. So I obviously need to clean them up. And a lot of these don't have power supplies. But one of the really good things here, one of the benefits of working next to John, is he's got a bin full of different types of power supplies. So I will be able to go in there, kind of find the power supply I need to make sure that these are at the very least powering on. You know, I might be able to plug in a few. I've got some recording equipment, so I could plug it in, make sure it's working. But for the most part, I'm going to list these as working, lightly tested, because I'm not going to go through all of the, you know, all of the inputs, or yeah, all the inputs and all of these little, you know, the balances and all that stuff, because I don't know exactly how that, you know, should work or should come out sounding. But hopefully these are all in really nice condition. So here we've got a Rack Rider RR15. This is a TC Electronic Finalizer Express. This one looks really nice and clean. I have no idea what it does. Pro Channel. So this is Art Applied Research and Technology is the brand. It looks like a Pro. So this is a professional tube microphone preamplifier. Sounds pretty interesting. Here we've got a Ultragraph FBQ Pro. So it says Ultra Musical 31 band graphic equalizer. This one looks nice and clean too. This one is made by Behringer. Seen that brand before. We talked about these two. This is a surprise because I don't know what's in here. The case was just there. I know there's something in it. I don't know what's in it yet. She didn't know what's in it yet, so we'll learn about that one together. Ensoniq KMX16. Let's see. This looks like Rain brand. This just says a headphone console. Huh. So this is probably, that's interesting. So you would, obviously, again, you put this in your rack, and you can plug in your headphones here and change your channel. I don't know, something. This dude is dusty. So this is a Juice Goose. That sounds cool. Power Distribution Center. We have the Shure wireless personal monitor. Shure microphones are really good if you can find them, typically, especially the wireless ones. So I'm hoping this will be pretty good as well. I've got another Ultragraph Pro. This one looks a little smaller. Yeah, that one's the FBQ Pro. This is just the FBQ, also by Behringer. MIDI Timepiece 2, Mark of the Unicorn. That one sounds pretty cool. Rolls headphone amplifier. It's JC Cooper Electronics. Another Rain headphone mixer. Another Behringer. I've got a couple Behringers here. Composer Pro. That one's pretty dusty. And a MTP MIDI timepiece. Another Mark of the Unicorn. So I haven't seen that brand before. That seems kind of interesting. Mark of the Unicorn. We'll be looking those up. So like I said, I am not an expert on any of this stuff. I just know that this type of equipment typically does very well, and I was very willing to take that risk picking these up. here we've got AC1 audio controller. And the last thing I got is this Marantz CDR620 compact disc recorder. So I found one comp of these, and it had a remote with it. I did not have the remote, but the one comp I saw sold, it was $695, but they took an offer, so I don't know exactly what it went for. So once I clean this one up, make sure it powers on. I did see that there was a remote out there I can buy for $25, so I think I'm going to do that to add to this one. So as you can see, tons of fun stuff to dig into. So I've got to clean all these up, start getting some pictures done, power on, you know, so I can be able to list some of this stuff here throughout the week. And I will say, this is one of the reasons that I do not sit at garage sales or waiting for a garage sale to open. So this sale was not even on my radar. I was going to one sale. I didn't have much time. I was going to one sale right before work, and I got to that sale. I saw like 6 or 7 cars sitting outside waiting for this garage door to open. I'm like, I'm not sitting here waiting for this. So I pulled up the Craigslist app one more time and checked, and there was one like 2 minutes away. So I go there, no one's there. All this stuff's there. All those cassettes were there. The vinyl was there. So it worked out. It couldn't have worked out better. So hopefully, you know, this is going to be a really, really good one. Again, I'll try to give you the numbers once I go through them. So I think that's it for today's video. Thank you guys very much for watching, and until next time. Well, I got so excited to start going through this stuff, I forgot we didn't look at the box here to see what's inside. So let's find out what this is together, guys. Maybe. Let's see. Yeah. Man, these things are legit. Okay, well, maybe it doesn't want us to find out what this is. Oh, wow. Ooh, this looks like a really nice rack. Again, I'm no expert. I don't know for sure, but this looks like a really nice rack they've got put together here. So we've got a Roland MIDI digital reverb, sorry. SRB 2000, DBX DDP digital dynamics processor, a DBX graphic equalizer, and another Juice Goose power distribution center. So this looks super legit, all kind of put together into one rack. Yeah, this was the last thing. Gotta look all this up too, and so now until next time, stay curious.